All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the lower bracket round number 3 here in ESL Challenger League, the second cup. It's been a pretty good last couple of days for the last resort, of course. I mean, I am streaming on my channel, but for those of you who don't know, my name is Shin. I do cast on behalf of TLR. And one of the benefits, of course, of having access to the community broadcast, it does mean I can now follow TLR here on their journey. And it also means I can be as unbiased as possible, and that means I can critique a lot more than I usually do. But there's not been a lot to critique about for the last resort. I mean, have one look at their HLTV page, and you can already see how good things have been this last couple of weeks. They're currently on a nice little win streak, but I know it doesn't show up there, but they did actually end up losing last night against some domestic rivals, aka Coalesce, in the Auris X AMD qualifier thing. I don't know. It's some tournament that's meant to. Well, it was a qualifier for a tournament that's meant to happen at some point later in the month, and they lost. I saw they lost a chance at potentially competing for 10 grand. So then again, you look at how many games they have been playing back to back to back to back. I mean, I think that's a bit of exhaustion happened there. So you will give them the benefit of the doubt, but we can't do that today. They should be fresh for this one. They've had no officials before this one, and they're up against the Rottweilers, aka a bunch of Bulgarian cult heroes. We've got Ships, we've got Red Star, Harn, Raftu, and Rifler, but he goes by a different name on HLTV. He goes by the name of, what's his name? He goes by the name of Bavarin. Bavarin? Yeah, Bavarin. Bavarin, yeah. That's how we'd go by, but in the server he goes by Rifler, so honestly it makes it easier to me. Instead of mispronouncing his name like that, I'll just call him Rifler. So easy as you like. Map number 1, you've got the Vitos in the top right. Will be Inferno, the pick of Rottweilers, followed up by Nuke and Ancient if we need it. This knife round isn't going to matter too much though, so we'll just let this one play on by. As it is the pick of Rottweilers, they should be starting on the T side. TLR on the CT side. And this is a pretty good veto, I'd say. I think this is quite an exciting veto. It's well, to be fair, we've been streaming these last couple of days the same maps back to back to back to back, but I'm not going to complain. It's a solid veto for TLR. For Rottweilers, I mean, one benefit for them coming into this game, they're fresh off an official. They did play earlier, like literally an hour before this, up against Diamond in a little close qualifier, the Lorgar rankings qualifier. They won 2-0. The maps played were Dust 2 and Ancient, and they won pretty convincingly, but I had a little look at that game. I watched like 10 minutes of it and was like, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time watching this. It was a bit too easy for them, but HLTV says the predictions have gone the way of TLR, so they're the favorites in this one. Now ranked 124th. They've been climbing slow and steadily the VRS charts, and this is another chance to potentially breach into that top 100 soon come. But yes, Nuke is map number 2. But first we got to get past this pistol run and Extinct. He's looking sharp. That's a lovely little kill onto Red Star. Rottweilers, with that CT smoke and flash in play, they're going to be going through this, but that's exactly what Extinct wants. He goes to town with those dualies. 2-for-1 sale there. But Ships taking a bit of map there into CT. He's found a way out for him and Harn. So all the rotation to come through Banana. It's going to be a race to the bomb site, which the T's should win. Ships picking up that P2K. He's going to be able to hear all of this. And look at that. Harn is planted for himself towards long. What can Ships do, though? They're not looking at him whatsoever. He finds a headshot, ducks back into cover. He's just going to play his life as Bev and Giraffe look to find the bomb, and they do so. That's a lovely headshot from Giraffe. Harn making his way all the way around. No kit on this, remember. And, of course, with the long plant, they're going to think it's going to be towards long. But Harn, he's going to be able to get a free tap onto Giraffe. Bev, can he get the final kill? No, he cannot. It's a scrappy pistol round, but very well played from Harn. To be fair, in that Diamond game, he was farming quite a bit, so a very strong start. And a very strong pistol round from Rottweilers there. If Ships doesn't get that kill into CT, they're pretty much trapped into that bomb site, and I think TLR would have won the round, but it's a solid start for the Bulgarians. We've got the fullback of Nuke, map 1 in great. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Nuke and Ancient is a TLR specialty, those two maps, so they've got a decent fullback if they need it. Two very experienced sides. I mean, Ships and Red Star, they've been in around CS for as long as I can remember. Another Bulgarian that does come to mind is Poison and Cirque. What could have been for those two, but it's nice to see that Red Star and Ships are still playing the game for as long as they have. Oh, Extinct, a bit of a mistime there with that flashbang, but they've retaken top banana, so it is a start. Extinct nearly getting tickled there by the AK spray, but the flash is perfect. But Vacancy's 5-7 is even more perfect. He's going to town, farming with the 5-7, a 3k, more than you could ask. Once again, TLR with a man up. 3 versus 2. Similar situation of the previous round, but this time Rottweilers can stick to the guns here. Bomb's going to go down on the B site. The rotations are a little slow here. So Raftu, he can set himself up nicely in this corner. He's going to have the advantage in this fight. Bev is going to have to pull off something extraordinary here, but oh, he actually has, catching Raftu napping there. I thought that was going to be an easy one-tap, so it's going to be Harn in the clutch once again, committing to that top emo angle, and, well, what a force buy from the last resort. Artist actually even netting himself a little kill on the shotgun, some extra cash for him to pocket. But that round, you look at Vacancy being the hero there. How the hell did he walk away with 3-5-7 kills top banana? I don't know, but he baited Extinct to the utmost there. And walks away with a round win now, so TLR with the opportunity to leapfrog ahead, take the lead. Start solidifying themselves here on Inferno. I will say, we're not on HLTV. I say this every single stream because clearly HLTV applications take quite a while. It would be a great favor if anybody who is interested in watching this game do share the stream round. And hopefully for the next challengers or at some point in the future, I don't need to shamelessly promote the stream, but we got some very good viewership in the Heroic Academy game somehow. It'd be nice to reach that feat again, but listen, this is an eco round. I think I'm allowed to shamelessly plug if I want to. It's should be quite comfortable here for TLR. Not overcommitting whatsoever, which is what you want to see. Don't give up any free fights for these pistols to take advantage of. And Hardest catching a back turned, an easy kill onto Harn. Raftu picking up his mate's Deagle. And Hardest looking crispy on the AK, you know. It's good to see that your AWPer can do both. Can we get an early little ace here? Artist not going for the reload, going for the one tap. Oh, he's going to miss the double tap. He's going to let his teammates clean it up. Extinct. Oh. Okay. Switching to the burst fire there. Red Star does actually claim one victim. But, you know, it's a round we expected. And, well, just like the Heroic Academy game, I hope we don't have a 30-minute tech timeout, because that was, whew. Yeah, that was rough. That was very, very rough. But, yeah. For my sake, I hope it's a bit of a quick one. Do want to watch my football team play later this evening, so a quick 2-hour for either one of these teams. Listen, I'm not picking favorites, but it will allow me to get the hell out of here. But you know, I'm a fan of good Counter-Strike, so as long as the games are good, I don't mind missing the first half. Oh, we don't even talk about the heroic game, the last map. That was heartbreaking, honestly. That was. I wonder when was the last time that happened in a Challengers game. Player having to disconnect. You got a half an hour timeout, and then you just have to end up playing the game 4 versus 5. That was. Yeah. You gotta feel for them because they're young as well, you know, and they proved themselves worthy of going to the final map, but it is what it is. Counter-Strike can be quite harsh at times, but it wasn't even the game. It was your Wi-Fi, so that's even worse. Take it to your broadband provider. We're back in for the buy here. Only ships on a Mac 10 here. And Rifler. On a Galil and Harn. I mean, he looks very proactive here in the early stages of this map. A free kill onto Artist, AK dropped. And he's definitely going to be one to watch. If he's going for peaks like that, a couple seconds into the round, he's going to be a big problem. But so is Giraffe. I've been keeping an eye on TLR. His performances have been near 10 out of 10s time and time again. And he goes proactive as well through the smoke to trade back that kill. And he actually is vigilant as well to be aware of ships trying to pass through the night as well. And this hold is an absolute demolition derby here. A stronghold TLR in the first rifle round for the Rottweilers. And it's been so impressive to see how strong this UK-Irish combination have been against the against our European counterparts. And more excitingly so, I guess I can also plug this as well, since I do stream for the UK and Ireland circuit, aka UKIC. If you do want to watch more TLR, tomorrow they are going up to Sheffield and playing in the grand finals up against Control Esports. So if you want to keep supporting TLR, give UKIC a little check out on Twitter / Twitch. I won't be streaming the finals, but you will be in good hands for that game. I'll probably be there in the chat, keeping an eye out as well, seeing what goes on. So you might find me there in one way or another. This is a bit of a forgettable round, you know. I'm allowed to waffle nonsense in these ecos. At least for now, until the Tech Nines do something crazy, I'm gonna just have my very laid back personality. Is that the game against Control? Yeah. Tomorrow against Control Esports is the UKIC Grand Finals. Season 9. Who knows what Season 10 will bring? It's been a bit of a quiet season over here domestically. Not a lot of teams, not many teams did sign up, and the teams that did sign up, it was a lot of mixed stacks. So hopefully Season 10 we get to see a little bit more of a variety. Some more UK teams trying to compete against CLR, because right now they have no competition apart from Aitsons. We'll have to see what Control can do. You gotta remember, Control Esports actually did pick up this the lineup from TLR. They did play for TLR in the season before this one, so it's gonna be a good match. I think it's gonna be a very good match, and I'm sure for some of those players it's gonna be the first time they're playing in Sheffield, so it'll be a lot of fun to see what TLR does against the former TLR, against ex-TLR, I guess you can say. But for now, we'll lock back into this. Thank you for streaming this. Love supporting UK. Hey, all good, man. All good. It's good to see the UK scene come out and support. We gotta do what you can for your fellow people. I'm not even British as well, but I've lived here for as long as I can remember, so you gotta support your people. And we got an early brawl coming in towards Banana. Flashes exchange. Giraffe can't peek back in to put the advantage back in the favor of TLR, but the numbers are equalized early. Banana forfeited. So Rottweilers can set up if they want to continue on in this hit, but it's a bit too early, I would say. Just going to be holding the ground here. An Artist set up towards balcony. He's going to be hearing that smoke deployed. You filthy yank. Allow it, man. Allow it. I'm a calm American, all right. I've acclimatized to this country, all right. To be fair, some people say I'm from Ireland as well. I've got like 3 accents apparently to some people with the way I pronounce words. So I wonder if Artis and Extinct will allow me to be honorary Irishman. But anyway, speaking of Extinct, let's see what he can do on this hold alongside Giraffe. He's actually peering above the smoke here, and he's just going to abide his time here. But Giraffe also trying to step in to help his teammate out, alleviate the pressure a little bit. And he does it quite well. It is a 2-on-2, but look at this from Red Star. He's pushed through into CT. And Artis kind of doing the same here from Banana. He is going to hear Harn go into quad. The question is, where is Red Star? And he's got himself in a nice little angle here. Back turned, easy as you like. Bev now in the clutch. With Red Star tagged down low, you can see he's trying to get his way further and further away just to delay the inevitable. Bev, oh, he's going to get caught out there. And if he remembers where Artis heard Harn, he's going to be towards quad on the quick switch. Bev needs to get on this bomb in a moment's notice, playing around with the movement, and Harn sticking to his guns. Oh, a little spam. All right, mate. It's round number 7, and you're losing. But I respect the I respect the little spray to the dead body there. But it was a close round as well. You know, if it was a little bit more easy, I'd understand. But it's not good. Also, the fact that every single round we're getting attack pause. It's And the thing is as well, I'd love to know who it is for, but I can't. We'll just have to hope it is quick. And judging by this alone, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be missing the United game, so that's fine. That's fine. You accept me? Thank you, man. Thank you. See, I would like to visit Ireland. Ireland one day. I'd like to visit a lot of places, to be fair. Go across the pond. I'm not much of a drinker, so I don't know how much the people over there would accept me, but I'm sure it'd be a good time. But if the weather is anything like here in the UK, maybe we'll save it for the summer. But there's some chatting away there, some back and forth. It looks like everything's been sorted out. Hopefully that's the last time we have a pause like this. But something tells me we'll probably have a couple more as the series goes along. But remember, rottweilers won that previous round. Looking at the buy they're bringing into this one, you wouldn't think so. TLR stacking up that money. They're looking pretty comfortable in this one. And this is a very quick round here from rottweilers. They're looking to just accelerate here early. And to be fair, they've done a pretty good job here. Artis now pretty much trapped on this site. Needs to stay alive for as long as he can. And sure, he brings one more down with him, but that's an AWP in the hands of Red Star. Extinct, that's a lovely kill, expecting chips, and ooh, the nade, that could be Red Star going down, but no, blocked by the box. Red Star could not be more fortunate to be alive. They found an avenue out here, Vacancy, a brief fight with Harn, and yeah, they're looking to get on their little marathon over here. Who can get to the B site first is the question. And with no utils across this angle that Vacancy has chosen to play, it's going to have to be a deep clear from Harn. But oh, the timing's everything. He's thinking about long. Oh. Ooh, he's hit the think as well. He spots out the leg. He's so lucky to be alive here, Harn. 2 players dink down low. Red Star peeking in. He didn't really have to do that. He thought he'd have a timing there, so he puts it all on the 15 HP of Harn. And to be fair, already 8 kills in the game. Then again, maybe I was overhyping it a little bit too much there. It was only really going to end one way, unless he could have found a kill much quicker than that. So, an instant response from the last resort. Moving up to 5 now. The money has not been there for rottweilers whatsoever. You know, it's bad when you're bringing in 3 kills into this next one, but TLR look warm despite not playing an official today. Bev already starting out 9 kills and 4. Artist and 8. Everyone's, to be fair, had a very strong start to this game. And that's one of these things. Actually, I'll save it for after this draft. He's trying to get aggressive here. Harn, once again, the one to silence him. He's been putting up the numbers here for Rottweilers. But his trades across the board here. Vacancy looking to stand his ground here towards Banana. Up against Rifler. He knows there's a player hiding behind the smoke. And he's going to best him out. But Raftu as well. Another kill through the smoke. We've been having a lot of 2-on-2s early on here. An Artist. Ooh, he's going to be trying to catch out Rafton here. And he does. Like a ninja, passing through the smoke. He escapes as well. And now this puts it all onto Ships. Boatloads of experience on this man. He's been in a scenario like this time and time again. But you have to say, the odds are against him in this favor. Bev, who's been quietly biding his time towards Banana, is going to be the one to activate and get that kill. And that's the levels of confidence you want to see from the likes of Artists. Going through the smoke with the open hand. It's a lovely thing to see. And yeah, I'll go back to my point. That's the thing that, with this roster, I think a lot of people were expecting it to be, you know, a couple carry jobs here from certain players. Maybe the likes of Vacancy, the likes of Artists being the ones towards the top of the leaderboard. But in this last month or so, it's been everybody. It's honestly been everybody that I've been impressed so much with. Especially this man. I couldn't give this guy any more flowers than I can. I mean, Extinct's individual performances in the last month or so. I mean, it's been incredible to watch, and I think he's been that missing key that TLR have been needing to step up massively, and he's done so. Giraffe as well. I mean, it's been incredible to watch, really. So you have to say the sky's the limit for this roster, but Rottweilers still looking to break through that glass ceiling here on their map pick, and well, it's Bev looking to silence the haters once again. Blame F, watch on, my friend. He's looking quite crispy. Once again, Rottweilers starting a man down. You have to say, this veto really does favor TLR a lot. The fact that their Inferno has become so much more improved as well just gives them so many options coming into their best of threes. Extinct. Playing on the box. Ooh, Ships is actually going to spot him out as well. Vacancy needs to go huge here. He's going to be surrounded here, but that's a lovely kill. Ducks back into cover. How much more he can get? Can he get? Only good for one, but he's made this round doable for his teammates. But, ooh, Harn. That's a lovely peek. He's been looking quite crispy. I think he's the highest rated player for the Rottweilers, so it makes sense he's playing like he is now. And this is going to be a tough one to go for if you are Bev and Giraffe. Bomb halfway ticked. They're not looking like they really want to step any closer. They're just trying to take some guns off the hands of Rottweilers. There's 2 players that want to make their way out of here. And that's 1 player down. And that's not going to be the second. Bev can get that second player. And, well, he's just going for the impossible there. Hey, the game's the game. I respect that. 2 guns taken off. The buy is not going to look the prettiest here for Rottweilers, but they can get a couple AKs down. But TLR can still close out this half in a pretty good fashion. So, yeah, you see you got Rifler buying into that Mac 10. Actually, everybody's been able to afford an AK but him. Ships, can he, what can he afford? Yeah, he's got an AK as well. You know what? It's not the worst. It's just a couple less util than they probably would have wanted on a map like Inferno, but it looks like this streak of tech pauses is, well, very brief tech pauses that continues on, but if it's like that, I won't mind. I won't complain, but get back into the action round number 10. It's been a quick Inferno. Normally an Inferno game for me, it's like a century. You just age so much more than you do watching any other map in CS, but it's been quick. It's been quite an aggressive game from both sides. Early boost into Mexico. Artist not going to spot anything, trying to launch an A deep into the hands of Harn, and he actually catches two, to be fair to them, but this is going to be a big fight for Bev. Going to be caught out, sorry, on the rotation up into the apartments, and so much damage done, but unable to get a kill here up until Giraffe catches the head of Raftu, and that banana fight is going to go evenly as well, and again, another 2-on-2. How many more times am I going to say that? Look at the damage done, Artists. Another flick, another miss. Presented multiple times to catch a freebie, but he's been unable to. Bomb planted towards default for Harn in apartments. Rifler just needs to stay alive for as long as he can, and another smoke redeployed towards long. Lengthens the time here that TLR can go for this, and it just needs to get a flash in here. Artist is going to flash in the Rifler, it seems like. He needs to get a move on here. Flash coming in. Rifler playing close. 10 seconds left. You boys need to get a move on, but it looks like the time's just kind of left for them. And Artist, another missed shot. He had the opportunity to get out of there. And now, it looks very probable that Rottweilers can tie it up at the half. They just are kind of lost there. TLR outside towards long. As soon as that second smoke goes down, it's like they lose all cognitive thoughts. They didn't know what to do. They could have wrapped around short maybe. Flashed in a guy sooner, but time was their enemy there in that one. Look what that has done. Forced onto the pistols. But we've already seen one from Vacancy in round number 2, what he can do on a 5-7, so see if he can repeat that venture again. Bev's going to be hoping to do the same here up against Raftu. He goes prying into apartments. But it doesn't look like he's going to do anything here, and ooh, Exchange is going to be burned out. And well, he was expecting a bit too much from the pistols, and to be fair, looks like Rottweilers are going to get a freebie for the round, so it will be a 6-5 scoreline. Rottweilers looking pretty comfortable to potentially tie it up in round number 12, but with the loss behind, TLR should be fine. Make it scrappy. It can be, yeah, you're not wrong. Then again, I think it's been quite a fortunate start to this game for TLR. I think this is probably what we definitely expected. A little bit much, definitely a closer game. Well, that's not really the angle you would have wanted with the Zeus. I'll rate the attempt though, Artist. Nice try. Well, we've already made it to the end of the first half. Harn looking pretty sharp over there for the Bulgarians, 13-8. Can't lie, his name is a pain to pronounce because it feels like you want to say Horn, but no, the 4 is an A, so it's Harn. It just seems quite long, but anyway, that's just me complaining over the smallest of things. But there's going to be no up on the side for TLR, unfortunately. Extinct rocking an MP9 as well. He's got a flash in hand for Vacancy, just in case. But it's going to be this double app setup here. If I can get over to Raftu. Ooh, it's a lovely pre-aim for the first one. Bev, fortunately, there to trade and get the hell out of dodge as well. So dropping a flash over to Artist. Wouldn't be surprised if Bev goes in for the peek again. And he does so. Oh, he doesn't even need the flash. He catches the kill onto ships beforehand. That's the game given up. Extinct spots nothing to middle. Bev can call apartments all clear, so there's only one real place that Rottweilers can go. Vacancy to try and put a stop to him, but Red Star is trying to march down to find this B player, and he does so. That's a lovely kill. And Red Star again with a little drive-by. catching Extinct as well, and, well, Harn chipping in as well, and just like that, it was a 3-on-3. Bev has just watched his teammates capitulate completely. And, well, it's going to have to be the ace, but something tells me that this is going to be a bit too much for him to handle. Especially with Harn posted from the back of sight. So, we're even going into the second half, 6-6. Despite a pretty solid start to the game for TLR. It's a good comeback from rottweilers. Hey, bro, why are you hating on the UK scene, bro? They're already down and out. No need to pile on them even more. Listen, there's one thing I will admit, alright? You get into a game, be it Facer or Premier, and 9 times out of 10 when you do get a teammate that is from the UK, it doesn't really always end well, does it? So, but that's a bit of friendly fire, obviously, but I think it's quite common and stereotypically to have a pretty toxic UK random, but listen, alright, we gotta... This isn't a bias stream, obviously, but, oh, he's Bulgarian? Well, that doesn't make sense why he's, he's talking shit. But, then again, as I'm streaming on my own channel, I can't show favorites, so I'm trying to balance the line of, me being nice to TLR, but me also understanding where he's coming from, but... Anyway, it's a 4-on-4. This app setup is looking to get crunched in from all sides here. It's very scrappy. It's a very scrappy pistol round, but it's one that TLR are looking to walk away with. But to be fair, if there's one person you want left alive, it is going to be Harn. But he can't catch that fatal bullet. And Vacancy with the 4K in the pistol. 7-6. I'm not saying the other way. Now TLR with a pretty good chance to net themselves a couple rounds. Get a nice little streak going. All cousins. What does that even mean, bro? What, everybody in the UK are just all related? I mean, shit. I'd understand if you said that about America, but... The UK, that's a little bit different, but... Let's see what this Mag 7 can do. Raftu's been quite quiet. You can see why. You can see why he's been quite quiet. That's why I don't like the Mag 7, honestly. For some reason, it works for your opponents, but whenever you try and pick it up, that's exactly what happens. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. Damage evenly spread as well, to be fair. So there is a chance for them to take a couple rifles here out of the hands of TLR, especially with Red Star. He's got the scout. Guy named Freak, by the way. Yeah, he's got a freaky name, doesn't he? Hey, listen, we're not going to be piling on a Bulgarian for supporting his countrymen, all right? I don't think there's actually that many streams going on for this game, so I'm sure at this point he's probably already muted the stream, so... Is that the time where I shamelessly plug that you guys should share the stream out, because the stream doesn't pop up on HLTV? I think it is. You definitely should. I'm telling you, one day they'll respond to my applications and they'll accept it, and then I can stop being the way that I am. But until then, just gonna have to cope with it. Hold on. Round number 15. Of course, you still got the scout that's been saved, and rifler on that deagle as well, and the armor, so potential for some pretty good damage to be done here. Alright, I mean, TLR don't want to fumble this, just gotta play it smart, play the numbers. Yes, I did. Thank you, though. I'm for sure some people probably didn't even know. I think for the longest time I didn't even know it was Half-Life TV, but I found out at some point. It makes sense though why it's called that. Well, it looks like everyone's just farming about. Bev just going for the bit of a chaotic clear, but let's see what ships can do. Not much. Not much. Does land a bullet onto vacancy, but it's a free B bomb site once again. Rifle and Red Star, you'd argue, save the armor. Loss bonus is going to help you out a little bit in the next one to buy into a rifle. I'm sure Red Star definitely doesn't want to be bringing a MAC-10 into the next one, so... He's got the scout right there next to him if he wants it, but... Mind blown? I mean, to be fair to most people, yeah. I think I was quite mind blown when I first found out as well. You a Peaky Blinders fan? No. You see, it's like one of those shows that everybody's watched. And like in the back of your mind, you're thinking, do I watch it? Nah, it's just too much. You see, I'm more of a Marvel guy recently. I'm anticipating the release of Daredevil. All right, I've been waiting for Daredevil for so long. All right, if there's anybody in here that's a bit of a Marvel head, watch Daredevil. That's like the only good thing that Marvel have released in like the last half decade. So you have my vouch. I promise. It's actually really good. I'm sure I'd probably like Peaky Blinders, but I don't know how many seasons there are. It'd be a bit of a commitment anyway, so... Hold on. Do you remember? This is the first map, of course. This is the pick of Rottweilers. It actually does show in the top left, so I don't even need to be telling you this. And, okay, I was about to mention Artis. First time on the SOAP on the T side. With a chance to do something, but he gets deleted almost instantaneously. And it's just a complete brawl through the smokes here. And Ships... I mean, he's just gone crazy on this MAC-10, so maybe it was a benefit bringing it into the next one. But now, after that huge conflict towards Banana, CLR, left the man down. Driving a bit of an awkward position here. Trapped towards long, and in this moment, Rottweilers are looking to go back in to clear this. Is he going to be expecting the person towards long? He is! Raftu unable to adjust in time. Not expecting Ships to be coming in so quickly, though. So now it is all on the mind games. Ships versus Bev. Ships has been in the game for so long. He's read this round well. He's going to be quick on the tail of Bev. But Bev is looking pretty confident thus far in this game. 16-9. This is his one to win and put TLR on double digits. He's playing up close to the smoke, and he's not going to expect the timing. That is CS timing in a nutshell. Ships very fortunate to win that one out, but Rottweilers need all the luck that they can get. Unbelievable. You see, that pains me. Just because we've obviously got the X-ray on. If only he knew to hold on to that angle for a split second longer, but that's all the timing that Ships needed. And now TLR looking quite broke. Rottweilers, this is their chance to tie up the scoreline potentially. It's 6 seasons. Oh, hell nah, brother. I ain't watching all that. Okay, alright. Well, it's not better than the Spider-Man movie. Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty good, and Loki. Now, to be fair, out of all of those, the only thing better than Daredevil is what? I'd say the Loki series and the Spider-Man movie. I genuinely think the Daredevil show, all of it, better than Guardians of the Galaxy and WandaVision, 100%. It's a little bit more gory, you know. I mean, it's an 18+. Plus. It's quite rare for Marvel to do shows like that. I don't know. I think it's the characters are pretty good. I can understand maybe it's a bit of a slow start, but honestly, I rarely watch most things other than anime, so I've added myself, guys. You can unfollow and leave the stream, but watch Daredevil, and honestly, that hooked me straight in after episode 1, and I binged that all the way through in like a couple weeks, maybe like less than 2 weeks. So, listen, you got my vouch, all right? You like the Netflix one? Ah, okay. I know. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 comes out like next week, and the first season of that was really, really good. I mean, if you're gonna watch the new Spider-Man that comes out, you probably want to watch the Daredevil show anyways, because I wouldn't be surprised if he pops up in there. Well, it looks like the bad luck has finally struck though. We've been getting countless tech pauses across this game, but this looks like the first proper. Okay, all right, never mind. Thank goodness the caster's curse come in, because I can't lie, I'm not trying to sit about for 15 minutes watching somebody fix their mouse or something. Yeah, no. I when I watched that Spider-Man movie when Daredevil first popped up, I didn't watch Daredevil at that point, so I didn't actually know who he was. But now I can appreciate that cameo of his. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, here, I mean, locking back into the CS, the bomb going down's probably helped out TLR a lot here. It has allowed them to bring in a pretty good buy here. Artist going to get another chance on that orb. Just a simple flash for him to peek into short and catch something out, but he's not expecting Rafty already to the right-hand side, and that's going to be an easy kill for him. Only his 5th kill, but a very high-impact kill of that. Taking down the orb early doors. And Vacancy, he was left alone towards Banana to do his own thing. He got ran down. Now it's a 3-man crawl to this A site, but the rotations have been perfect from Rottweilers. And this is a near-on impossible round here. Arn testing his luck there, trying to catch Giraffe on a timing. It's a 2-on-4. Bev has managed to sneak himself out here. Jumping down below, Rifler caught out, and now there's only one player on this site. Red Star is going to have to be trying to get through the smoke to help out his teammate, and he does so, and Raf do a huge double kill for him in this one. As Rottweilers move to a 1-round difference. TLR broken now, so they'll be looking to tie it up here. Tag pools are average Bulgarian tag. What goes down in Bulgaria, honestly? It's just a country that kind of exists. Then again, I can say the same thing for Uruguay. If you guys don't know, I do have the got Uruguayan descendants. That country is also one that just exists until it's the World Cup. But oh my word, you see that I alluded to this in the first half. I won't speak about these pistol rounds until something happens with the Tech 9s. Right in your face. A run-in Tech 9 double from Extinct. Bomb planted towards default. And all the hard work that Rottweilers did to make it a 1-round difference. Just to lose to a couple Brits and Irishmen running around. And they've got to go for the save. Oh, bloody Tech 9s. So, you know, Valve, we'll change the reloading. Because that's what the people want. Forget the Tech 9s and 5.7s just doing all this nowadays. Unbelievable. But maybe I cast a curse to Rottweilers. I do apologize to Rottweilers. I've done them dirty there. Only benefit is it's 1 man surviving for TLR, but I mean the fact that they're walking away with a round win, it's a crime in itself. Are we sure Bulgaria exists? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wonder what like an average day in the life of a Bulgarian is, because you know, like you can make fun of the Latin countries of just, you know, just sleeping all day and not working and whatnot. But genuinely, what goes on in Bulgaria? Like the first thing that comes to mind is like it's like farming and stuff, you know, like just driving tractors about, which isn't anything bad, but must just be such a like you know, there's like blood mixed cousins type, and brother, there's no need. There's just no need, bro. Listen, man, I'm sure Sophia's a nice place, alright? I'm pretty sure that's like the one thing they got going on over there. It's the capital city. Because it's like an old one as well, so I'm sure they've got some nice architecture, you know? We Gucci. Alright, we cool, that was such a quick switch up. Oh dear, Harden's going to have a highlight here. They're not going to be clearing him out. Oh, so premature as well. I thought he was going to get the double lineup. That's a huge double back from Extinct. And they continue on here, TLR. If only they knew of an empty B site is on the other side of the map. And oh, they are going to do so. They've heard me. I quickly just typed to Extinct in Steam DMs, letting him know that the B site's free, and he heard me. As a Bulgarian, do not claim Freaksy. Oh, that's brilliant as you. Oh, that's jokes. No, there's probably one Gucci item in Bulgaria, but it's a fake. Hey, listen. To be fair, Freaksy does make a point. The UK is a bit of a shithole nowadays. I won't lie. He does have a point. There is not much to defend here, so. Talking of defense, let's see how well the two Irishmen do on the defense of this bomb site. It's a lovely kill from Extinct. He's going to be on for the ace here if he wants to commit a little bit more. But again, another near ace passes through the night. And this map is slowly escaping through the hands of Rottweilers. So. Two rounds stand between TLR and closing out their opponent's map pick, and what has been a pretty all over the place map. But just looking at the kills, put up the scoreboard for you guys, it's clear as day who's been a lot more consistent. Sure, the AWPer for TLR has not been as loud, but all around it's been a lot more consistent. You have Raf2 and Rifler sitting on 6 kills each. It's a bit rough. But speaking of, the other 3 players have been putting on a show here. One of them is Ships. Picking up the AWP, so. Catching an early pick. He's going to set himself up for another one here. Posted towards short. It's only really Bev here making noise. Rifler, has he spotted out? What? Okay, I wish I watched it from his POV, because clearly he was not jiggling right. How has he not spotted Bev there? Okay, well. The numbers have now been equalized. Bev taking advantage there. And that does put Rottweilers in a bit of more of a difficult position here. Now manning a 2-2 setup, but no, it looks like Raf2's actually going to be leaning back over to the A side, and it couldn't have been worse timing for him. Bev is just going to be the distraction. This is all going to be on Red Star. So Util comes in. He does have the molly to delay, but he's going to set himself up for the pop flash and the peek. With that smoke in its face, he's not going to be able to spot anything. The molly, I mean, obviously good enough to deny the bomb to be planted there. And Artist, look where he planted. He could have actually lost his life there if he wasn't careful. This is a bit of a weird timing here. Bev is a bit late on that A lurk, and Harn and Ships have come up to Banana. And with Artist going down, Bev needs to get a hurry on here. Oh, but Bev has actually been spotted out here, and things are going to get a bit too shaky, but not for Vacancy. A stronghold him from Coffins. And sadly, Rottweiler is making the call they wouldn't want to have done. They obviously would have wanted to give that one a go, but it's more important to save onto these 2 guns. With that, TLR on match point. I do feel like they've been quite lucky to be on match point, but sometimes you got to put yourself in a pretty good spot to get yourself in fortunate positions, and they've done that. Hey, thank you, brother, for the Twitch Prime. Shout out to Liam, bro. The one-man army against the Bulgarian horde. Oh no, I have a feeling that this is going to be a very long series. Listen, I love my Bulgarians, alright? Even though I've never actually met one. I mean, they're shooting like that. This has to be do or die now for Rottweilers. Once again, starting off the round quite well. That's way too much cash. Oh, that's jokes. Artist tag down low as well. Honestly, if there's one thing that Rottweilers have done well is they've been keeping him quite quiet. Bev faking out the sound, and once again, another missed shot from Artist. Who else but Vacancy? Ever the consistent player for this roster. This could be his time now to silence the Bulgarians and move on to Nuke. He's got the time. He's been given the space to be allowed to give this one a decent clutch, but time is going to be everything here. Ships and Raftu have started to activate from behind. He's managed to slip the needle here. He's gotten himself to top banana. And the fact that they've not spotted him yet, well, he's giving it up the sound. Smoke Molly down. Vacancy. Oh. Trying to make a bit of a hero play there. You got to do something like that. When you're in a 3-on-1, if he was able to get that kill onto the CT player, potentially could have gone A, but Rottweiler's a very good start to the round. That's himself onto 9. Now they got to play 3 perfect rounds of CS. What's going on? What are people yapping on about here? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even care, I think. I'll just be doing anything these days. This would be some way for TLR to win out this map. Can they repeat what they've done previously with the Tech 9s? Surely Rottweilers want to get up around like this, right? They're playing it smart. Again, not giving up anything for free. They're playing the crossfires as well. With the firepower advantage. Should be quite clean. Oh, the flash harm wanted to peek into long before they were able to get through the gap, and they've done so. Now he's going to be trapped here. Surrounded Harn. Oh, the timing. He switches to the knife. Extinct. He had the chance to get the kill, but they're activated from library as well. They don't know about Harn, and these Tech 9s are going to town. Bomb now dropped, though. And look at this from Artist. With 40 seconds, they can pick up the bomb and go all the way around if they so choose. But it looks like it's going to be done now, and the weaker buy has done it once again. Rottweilers are going to be kicking themselves. We could have easily been looking at an overtime situation here. But it's those pesky Tech 9s that get it done once again. 21 and 14 for Bev. Very, very strong map for him. And yeah, if you are the Rottweilers, you're going to just have to move on and forget about that one, because that was filled with a lot of mistakes. And damn, it's already quiet. Bro, it's already dark. Damn. Anyway, I'll turn on the light so then you get to see my majestic face. But for any United fans, we're going to win later today. But we're going to cut to a short break. We got a maybe 5-10 minute break, and then Nuke will be up next. Can TLR get it done in 2, or will Rottweilers complete the comeback and we will see Ancient? Gotta stick around and find out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. I feel like I forgot I was even streaming at one point. Jeez, that's how long that pause felt like. But not even a pause, just a break between map 1 and map 2. But thanks to those of you guys who are patient, stuck around and waited. We'll be getting going underway soon enough. After, of course, the Brits finish stabbing themselves. But yeah, of course, TLR with that opening map win against Rottweilers and now move into their comfort zone. DE nuke is also a specialty of TLR. I mean, the fact that they have so many quote unquote specialties these days says a lot about how well they've been doing. But Rottweilers, pressure is going to be now on you to stay alive here in ESL Challengers, stay alive in this lower bracket. I had a little look. There's like 3 or 4 more best of 3s that everybody in the lower bracket needs to play. It's a lot of games if you want to make it all the way through, even just to have a chance of getting some prize money. So, of course, we've got another tech pause. Another tech pause. I get myself all hyped up for nothing, all myself energized just to have another tech pause in the face. But you know, it's fine. We're used to it at this point. I'm glad you like the music. I kept using the same, you know, like playlist. For anybody who cares, actually, to be fair, it's just the ESL Pro League playlist on Spotify. So yeah, it works. They got hella songs on there, and they're actually decent. Unlike the other playlist I was using, which was a similar one, but it was just like 10 songs all in rotation. So my ears were bleeding after that, but puts you in a good vibe for this game. Puts you in a good feeling that it will be a good one. Will it be as chaotic as Inferno? Something tells me that yes, it will be. We are used to seeing TLR thrive in the chaos. The Bulgarians looking to do the same, and Ships playing up close and personal with these dualies. Good for one, to be fair. That position does get overran. The rotations are pretty quick here. Raft 2 from the rafters. You got the player as well already down there. Like, Sinks has found a gap here to get out onto the site, and they're actually managed to get up the vents practically unscathed here, so the bomb can go down with no issue. Artist is running about like an absolutely crazy man, just making noise, just being a nuisance. Rottweiler's looking to retake 3-man from lobby. Bev gonna dodge the flash. He's unable to find the pick. The fact he stays alive for as long as he does, very fortunate. And that is a very, very clean retake by Rottweilers. Using the numbers to their advantage. TLR were not able to get themselves set up into any good post-plant positions. Bonus that they got the bomb down though, so they can choose to force into this one if they want to. You clearly do know, Bull, because I don't even know what you're referencing. It must be that bad if you remember it from 2 years ago. Yeah, no surprise. 4 Galils are out, and Extinct is wow, is he... There you go. I was gonna say, where was his gun? Just jogged over to him and he just never went to pick it up. It's that good you remember it. So it's gonna come down onto the individual firepower here on the server. No util really in place, so it's gonna be quite forceful what TLR do in this one. Sticking to the numbers advantage here. Just try and trade your way on in. This is going to be quite a strong angle here from Red Star, readjusting to the CT vent instead of playing towards top hut. Rifle will also be able to spot them out as soon as they come out of hut. It can drop down and just be a nuisance as well with that MP9, but it's just so quiet on the server. Waiting for the green light here for TLR on the 40-second mark. They're looking to go here, and despite having the advantage with the rifle, Artist bests the M4, but it is a clean-up job from the CT side. It was going to be quite difficult to work with what they had. No util on the execute. It was only going to end one way. Now, TLR forced onto the eco. This is your chance, rottweilers. Get some confidence flowing through your veins. I'm sure with the experience that they've got on the roster, they've already completely forgotten about map 1. That's what you got to do. There was your map pick. That's what you got to forget about. But there's one thing that's been lighting up the servers as of recent. It's these deagles on TLR. So it's a good thing that they're landing these Kobe's. Not even giving them a chance to sing out. It looks like they're only going to be able to find one frag. Unless Vacancy can find another. Showing good signs of patience here. Good signs of patience. At one point, you do need to peek in. And more crucially, Vacancy has to land it, which he does. So an M4 picked up. So that is a plus. Obviously, in the back of your mind, you'd want to go for this, but you're rocking no armor. You're heavily outgunned, outmatched. Best bet is to play it safe, which is what it looks like he is doing. So the timer will just round itself down. And, well, rottweilers will be moving up to a pretty comfortable, pretty good start. A 3-0 on the CT side. Though I think, as all of you probably already know, this is a CT-sided map, so it's a good thing that they started off like this, winning the pistol once again. Again, the following 2 rounds. But this will be our first taster of what this map has to offer. Forget the Galil round. This is a first true proper rifle round here. Oh, okay. Artist obviously has the money, has the chance to get an AK, but instead he's been dropped a Mag 10. So he's clearly thinking of the long haul here and getting himself onto that AWP as soon as possible. He doesn't mind being the guinea pig here in this one. That AWP sings out for Harn. Sadly for him, the Raft, who's deciding to stick around, thinking he could do better, instantly equalizes the numbers here. But look at this poach from lobby here. I mean, it's a complete crunch from behind. Rifler besting Bev. And now they're trapped with nowhere to go but down. Thankfully, they do have Giraffe already down here through Secret. Nobody really close enough to put a stop to this bomb plant. And poor Artist probably wishes he had a better gun than this one. As they're coming in to clear this one out, Rifler, good job clearing his angles, but the spray isn't pretty. Thankfully, he does have the support. Now it's on Vacancy and Giraffe with it all to do. Giraffe baiting out the sound. They know where Vacancy is now. Harn just not being quiet about this whatsoever. Landing the tag as well. That's going to be brutal, but Vacancy goes for that kill, hunts him down like it's nothing, and he even finds another angle with the door completely broken open. Rottweilers are making a mess of this round, and with Giraffe having the nade, he'll be able to clear this one now. Spams out Red Star, all on Ships. 7 seconds on this, he has to go for the full commit. Giraffe can't find the kill, and Ships is going to go for the stick, and he gets it all 5 seconds. So unfortunate for TLR. And clearly, it is true. The chaotic nature of this game will continue. Very unfortunate. Keeping his head ducked there. Ships was praying he wasn't going to get spammed there. And look at the confidence that's flowing right now. for Rottweilers. Just Red Star going in completely dry into lobby to get a kill. Raftu as well. Looks like Artis is trying to catch a timing. And TLR being shown up here on their map pick. We've seen cleaner starts to this T side. What was clean was that little double tap from Vacancy. He's clearly feeling it right now. But again, practically in a 2-on-4 with a tag down to 15. And I mean, just a random spray once again. You think you'd see less random sprays due to the new reload change, but Ships just emptying his mag a little bit. It's another player tag down to 13, and ooh, to be fair, it's another kill, but they don't want to go for this for TLR. That HP disadvantage just pushes them away from even attempting this round. It's a shame, but it's going to have to be another save call. Rottweilers moving themselves up to 5. TLR just needs to focus up from here on out. I said they were quite lucky on Inferno, meaning to say that Rottweilers were quite unlucky. That little bit of luck of Ships sticking that smoke, sticking that defuse in the smoke. Maybe that can be their Kickstarter here on Nuke to take it to Ancient, which, to be fair to them, they have already played earlier today and won in a pretty comfortable fashion, so it's setting itself up nicely here for a 3-mapper. Cole can change in a flick of a switch. Artis on that orb will be looking to prove himself, as he usually does. Ooh, that's a miss smoke. That will create a gap here, but Giraffe actually using it to his advantage. Will exploit it, but Red Star swinging in from heaven. We'll put it back straight away into a 4-on-4. But that is ground taken for TLR. It's not come at a big cost. Baharn is once again in the right place at the right time. Opted to go back up the vent. I do like that. Fakes the noise. Baits the T's into thinking that he's in main. When in reality, he's setting himself up to stop this hit. Bev on the top side has gotten a kill. Harn needs to go huge here, and he does so. Gets one, goes on the retreat. Red Star already in close formation to swing on in, and it's a textbook round. It's a beautiful round from the Bulgarians, but in actuality, Vacancy can get the hell out of here. He's got a free A site to punch in those digits, but he's going to get ran down in an instant. No time to readjust. Heaven player to finish it off. A good bait and switch. And Rottweiler 6-0 up now. This is getting a bit interesting. You see, I would like to look at their map stats, but for whatever reason, HLTV doesn't actually show them as a team. So I can't actually look at how what their favorite maps are. But clearly, from what we're witnessing right now, they're looking pretty good. On home soil, TLR facing the Bulgarian beasts. Getting absolutely handled here, but Giraffe not pushed away from a fight here. 15 seconds in, and he's already down here in secret, looking to cause a ruckus. Bear in mind, Raft here, I believe, finished that Inferno game on 6 kills. He's already on 5, so safe to say the improvement has been much better. But this could be the opening round that TLR needed. Red Star a bit too overeager on that kill. Artist putting in the work with the AK of all things. So much damage done. However, this is very doable on this retake. If Rifler can get an early kill, which he does so, Giraffe caught out with the molly in hand. Put into a 2-on-2, but Harn is already looking to retreat. Artist feeds him a couple bullets to his back. Now Harn's just looking to go down the vent. Extinct, however, does get that pick onto Rifler. So a couple crucial entries from the captain. Finally puts TLR in a single round, but they're going to need much more than this if they want to have a chance of getting back into this game. Very rarely see big comebacks, unlike CSGO. My beloved, we shall be missed. They at least need, what, 2 or 3 out of these last 5 rounds TLR if they want to make it competitive once they switch over. It was a start in that previous, but don't think we'll see the like of Red Star getting that overzealous like he did. So despite the 6 rounds in a row, look at what that has done to the money. Left with pennies after this one. So if they're not careful in this one, Rottweilers could be facing the brunt. Heading into round number 9. Here comes the hit. Flash is coming through. Out come through the smoke. TLR and Bev. That is a spray to forget about. TLR just unable to land their shots. And sure, Artist finds himself in main. There's only so much he can do. Burns out ships, but it puts it so much on Giraffe. So much pressure. Rifler, though, does feed himself over. But again, where are the last 2 players? Raf 2, quick on this rotation. Might be able to put up a stop to this. Giraffe was peeking out, and Giraffe having to go for the swing to open up the map for himself, but loses the one-on-one. Got a Brazilian scoreline now, 7-1. And that A-pop was, well, very, very forgettable. If you are supporting TLR, that was very, very weak. But a strong hold from the Rottweilers. Harn, once again, I told you, this guy is clearly unstoppable. 11-2. Projecting that form from Inferno here on Nuke. Doesn't seem like anybody can best him today. Well, why do I even bother speaking, man? Like, every time I say something good about a player, they go up and end up dying. I mean, it's a lovely kill, don't get me wrong, from Giraffe, but God, I just gotta stop speaking, clearly. Harn finally finding his end. I mean, that's probably what you want if you're TLR. Don't want that, though. Raftu, nice little spam through the smoke. Artist trying to catch the Bulgarian unaware, but that's not going to work out to his favor. A strong showing from Raftu on Nuke. It's probably what Rottweilers needed. The players who struggled on Inferno to step up. And now Bev and Vacancy. Trapped towards the back of Spy. Vacancy trying to make some space, and he does so with that kill onto Rifler. Will help him out in the long run. But Ships with the USP of all things. Swings on out, so it's going to have to be Bev in this clutch. Stuck on the rafters. Needs to get this kill, but he thought he got it. Looks to swing and readjust to the next player, but Raftu with the triple. And with the way things are going, Ancient slowly creeping on the horizon here. These rounds have been close, to be fair. This was the breaking point, though. Round number 4. The Ships Ninja Defuse could have been the turning point for TLR on this T side, but it's been all one-way traffic. Bev. He's going to get burned out here, trying to find a safe space in the molly. Manages to do so. Once again, really batch of util here. TLR, the only thing they can do is try and just keep up the pace and the aggression. And it works in that time. A lovely entry from Extinct, who we've not really said his name much in this game. So they do occupy the A site. Giraffe, though, on the lurk. He's going to get spotted out by the AWP of Harn. But even if he didn't spot him, I think Ships would have got that kill. So once again, a retake attempt for Rottweilers. And if we're going off their previous successes, they got a pretty good chance of pulling this one off again. Molly, however, to slow them down ever further. Time is fading, and they've only got one kit, and that is on Red Star, so they got to get a move on right now. So they look to get flashed on in. Extinct trying to find a decent angle to get the fight out, and it's going to work out on this occasion. TLR hold on firm. Get themselves a second round. A lovely 4K from Extinct. And if they net themselves these last 2 rounds, they're looking to set themselves up nicely here in the CT side, but Artist will be calling a tactical just to make sure they get things right. I'm sorry if you heard me doom scrolling, by the way. I've got a problem that I can't admit clearly. Okay. Interesting by Raf2 once again. I mean, listen, I don't want to get that deja vu feeling, but the last time you brought a Mag 7 into the round, it didn't end well, but who knows? Who knows? With how well he's been playing, maybe he'll be able to make it work on this occasion, but again, hyper aggressive early. This time towards Red. He's got 2 players towards main. Red Star, having not heard that, is going to get caught out by that. They've got a timing here. Rifler, though, not spotted. He's found a bit of a vacant spot here in Hut to occupy himself in. So 3-on-3. Bomb already going down in the lower site. Extinct has found a gap. He's taken it. With another trade going out towards main. It's once again a similar story to Inferno. A 2-on-2. With both TLR players tagged down low. Red Star is just preying on the timing here. Especially with no kit. It's a bit rough, but actually... No, they're not even going for this. The risk too great for them to even attempt. And maybe one day they'll buy a kit, but that is not today. So TLR on a late resurgence here. Moving into round number 12. Vacancy actually losing his life, so that's going to be another gun that they're going to have to purchase, and you're looking at the money. It's not looking too pretty, so... At the same time, Rottweilers, they're going to have to make a few concessions of their own. And of course, just as things start to develop, heading into the final round, another pause. It's classic at this point. Glad it's a short one, though. So we will be bringing you the action. A little quick scoreboard check. And, well, Bev was the hero of Inferno. Safe to say he's fallen in this occasion. 2-11. It's a half of CS that he's definitely going to be wanting to be forgetting about once the sides switch over. But his teammates are picking up the slack, thankfully for him. Especially the man we're watching now. He's looking to make some quick maneuvers once again. It's going to be a one-for-one trade. It's actually Vacancy going crazy. My observing is absolutely horrendous today. Our rottweilers could have been heading into the second half on double digits, but that's not to be. They're looking to just recover and put themselves on 9. Good boost for Rafty to try and take up heaven once again. But TLR keeping their plans a secret still. Draft once again. Being sneaky. Well, not sneaky enough. Rafty will peer his head from heaven. Catch him off guard. It's not going to matter too much. TLR, more than enough time to get the bomb down. And set themselves up here to get themselves on 4. Rottweilers look to do the same. All coming in from secret. Can they break open this bomb site? Crossfires are pretty stronger, but Vacancy, he's caught on an island, surprisingly. So Bev, despite having a quiet game, this is your time to shine, especially put into the clutch, but he swings on in a bit too prematurely. And Red Star will close it out. Rottweilers will put themselves on 9. Oh, were they? Whew. Okay, just barely putting themselves on 9. Bev probably just praying he didn't swing in for that second one. If he just stayed alive, I mean, I'm sure they would have known where he was, but felt like he could have played that one a lot more better, especially with the time on his side, but fortune strikes in the side of Rottweilers once again, but they switch on over now. TLR, they're desperately going to be needing this pistol. And I think Rottweilers know that, just delaying the inevitable here. Again, taking the time to think things out and make things right. They don't want a game like Inferno. Probably in the best chance that you could get to take it to Ancient. With a scoreline like this, I mean, the momentum's got to be fully on your side and the confidence free-flowing. At the same time, TLR know what they can do, and, well, you know what? Just trying to yapping away, just trying to time it up with this round starting, but Bev has vacated the server. He looks like he's had a few too many. And maybe he's the reason behind all these tech pauses. Seems likely. All right, he's back. He is back. Thank goodness. To watch United. Well, it does look like if Rottweilers keep up how they're playing, I will be missing at least the first half of that game, but they truly deserve to be in the position that they're in right now. They played a very good half of CS. And football's definitely going to be the last thing on their minds right now. As they know, if they win this one, they should be able to close it out and head to Ancient, but first they got to pass the Dooley's test of Extinct. Once again in the right place at the right time, but they dive out. Such aggression that he's not able to land a single shot. And it's all fallen to pieces here for TLR, but Artist does get one back. It's a 2-on-2. And Harn so quick with it, and Harn's actually found another one. It is going to be a 1-on-1 though. Harn, this bait and switch though. Making the noise on the vents though. We'll give up the fact that he's not already on the bomb site. So, the highest rated player here for Rottweilers. Up against the experienced Irishman. He's managed to plant 4 ramp and get himself acquainted there. He's looking to force out the baits here and the swings, but Harn, look at this. He's playing the mind games here and he's going all the way back. Artist looking to just hunt down this kill, but he gets a headshot. Crucially needed, and there's more than enough time to get onto that bomb and stick the defuse. Whew. I'm sure Artist was definitely feeling the nerves there. But he stuck to his guts there. And lands the shot when he most needed it. And TLR definitely needed that, but that's not to say it's going to be an easy one coming into the next one. Rottweilers can invest and keep the pressure mounting. Looks like Artist has a pretty good response to that. A second round up. Don't think they're going to be expecting this one. Actually, I was expecting more of a collective force here. It's only Harn on a Hero Galil of all things. And now that that AWP shot rings out, Rottweilers are needing to readjust here. How are they going to play this round out? I mean that the big green is in play. Well, this setup should completely dismantle the push into ramp. Some good baits from Harn. Gets himself ever closer, and Ship's actually finding extinct. Things get a bit nervy here. Giraffe nearly caught out as well, but Artist is too quick for his counterpart. Now it's all left on Ships. With that kill onto extinct, can he recover the rifle? That is the question. Probably not, is the answer. And, well, accepted his fate there. Vacancy on the backstab. Conversion secured for TLR with only 2 casualties. It's very well accounted for. Harn can just buy himself back into another Galil. His teammates, they're upgrading into the AKs. An Artist, knowing that he needs to be the game changer here, going for the pick, and that's a heavy hitter down for Rottweilers. Left extremely tagged there, but Extinct is also winning out his duels towards outside. Vacancy on the backstab, avenging his teammates. That has fallen. And keeping up the pressure here, TLR. Catching Rottweilers napping. And in this first proper rifle round, it's only Rifler that's left standing. With so much time on the clock, of course he can go for it. But Nuke, a map of so many different angles to clear out. How deep will TLR be playing? I mean, playing angles like this, it's a bit ridiculous. Vacancy on the pixel gap will spot him out, but Rifler, a lovely little headshot from range. So that's the first of many. Getting caught out on the backstab there. You got Extinct, who's already tagged down quite heavily. Artist as well on 7. Rifler thinks he's found a bit of an escape into the lower site, but no. Artist is lying in wait. And this scoreline looking to get itself tied up. 3 rounds in it. But Rottweilers have maxed out their loss bonus. But it's going to have to be another round of concessions here. And a round where they're hoping to replicate what TLR did to them on Inferno with the Tech 9s. Can they do the same here on Nuke? Waiting out the early batch of util. Actually, to be fair, one thing we have seen with this new update, a lot more A4s being bought in, of course, due to that extra mag. Can smoke spam a little bit more than you could with the A1S, of course. We'll see how that update fares in the long run, but for now, it doesn't seem to have as big an effect on the game. Especially in a round like this. I mean, it's total silence from the T side. Waiting out all the util from TLR. And these two flashbangs are going to have to hit their mark here after the smokes go down. I just have to be patient, flashing in draft to at least try and find some sort of information. Nothing towards outside, but that main smoke should give it up. Extinct trying to push himself forward. It's a very messy double spray, and, well, to be fair, the fact he's walking away with a double, more than enough done from him alone. Hard to manage to get down the vents. Red Star, though, with the bomb, more crucially, needs to help him out, and he's looking to destruct the bomb down there. And that's a good catch from Harn. Sadly for him, Bev already knows what the game is. And that's going to be an easy kill for him. His 6th one of the match. And all Red Star can do is hold on to this rifle for the next one. TLR coming into a league of their own on their map pick now. Four rounds in a row. Looking to do the same as Rottweilers. Bloody hell, another tech pause. Unbelievable. You see, I understand 1 or 2 per half, but it feels like it's like we get 5 tech pauses, even though they're all like 10 seconds. I don't know what really is the problem. Bet you it's all on Bev again. Wouldn't be surprised. But looks like round 17 will be going live with no further problems. One that Rottweilers need to get right. You have to say the pressure is definitely on them. With this, of course, losing this map and they're out of challengers entirely. They know they can't put 1 foot wrong. At the same time, that's a lovely way to start it out. Ships can really pick onto Giraffe, and he's looking to hunt for more, but overstepping his mark there on Extinct. Artist needs to win out that fight. But oh, just teasing him. It's Raftu, I believe. I was just surprised at the fact that he made the noise and just got the hell out of there. It's actually Red Star who actually gets himself into garage and finds a pick as well. So it's a bit all over the place here. Now as he goes back down into secret, his teammates are accelerating up into this A site and vacancy. It's a spray to forget about. Artist with the CZ in hand. It's, well, can he make something special happen with this? Guess the first going for the no scope. Can switch over to the rifle. Bev coming out from heaven does more than enough. And Artist staying completely silent. He's going for the 5-second stick. He surely wouldn't, would he? Yeah, I was going to say, Harn gets a free kill on that. My goodness me, that round was just all over the place. Red Star baiting the sounds into secret, going back up, getting the kill into Extinct. They're going back down into secret. It's a bit all over the place, but it works out, and it catches TLR completely by surprise. Now, Look at the scraps that TLR are working with. UMP and an MP9. Artist, of course, buying into that AWP. He has to keep his team streams alive here. It's not been the best of their nuke in a long time, but it's one that is recoverable even at this stage. Rottweilers, they're looking quite comfortable. Not getting caught up in the moment. Playing the game at their speed. Playing pack CS, which can be quite deadly, but we're making a secret about this whatsoever. Draft, he's going to get caught on a timing of readjustment. It looked like he wanted to go play close to door. And now all of us outside is in firm control of the Rottweilers and ships as well. Extinct trying to make a move. And TLR looking to crumble at the seams here. And Lex Vacancy, how many more can he get? He can get 2. And Artist AWP sings out as well. Bev with the activation from lobby. It's all on Harn. 19 and 10. Looking to breach into that 20. Speaking of 20, less than 20 seconds to work with. But he's got more than enough time to activate on this backstab here. Artist is going to be completely caught out, but shooting with the no-scope on the ladder. Switching to the sidearm, Artist gets the job done. And from a 5-on-3, TLR hold on, just barely. And again, we've seen them call a tactical from this exact situation on the T side. They know how important it is that they win the follow-up. Rottweilers, after losing a round like that, it's going to be hard for not to think about it, but again, you just got to move on here. And this is at some speed as well. Bev caught completely off guard towards ramp. A gap presents itself, and they finally did what TLR did to them on Inferno. The Tech 9 single out, and it's going to have to be the save, and Harn going to go unnoticed, gets that first go onto the AWP. And this would be a very, very sad way to see TLR lose this map. Calling a tactical as well. They expect the unexpected, but clearly it was too unexpected. And now money broke. You have to say now with all the confidence in the world, I think we will be seeing Ancient. There is no plausible way that Rottweilers learn from this situation. It's just impossible. You lose this round, Rottweilers wrap it up. I mean, you can't put a foot wrong. Of course, these 5.7s are deadly, but you've got absolutely everything you need to get yourself onto map point. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've been needing the bathroom for the last 10 minutes. In a way, I kind of hope this map is done soon. Winning all the bullets here. No real spam coming in from TLR. I do have to correct myself, but using the smokes to their advantage. Red Star's been managing a lot of openings towards outside, and that's another one onto Giraffe. Definitely one of his more quietest maps as of late. And it does show 7 kills only to his name. Again, even off that kill, they don't accelerate. Rottweilers continuing to remain silent here. But TLR, nervy as ever. Trying to find a kill that'll put them back in contention of this game. Bev might find that though. It's 1, but he's not going to be expecting the player from behind. Red Star just lying in wait. It's actually just going to be ships that nades him out of the round. So look at what TLR are bringing into this last round. Two grand across everybody. It is done. I can say that with a fact. It is going to be GG. Rottweilers will be taking nuke. That's how confident I am. There's no way, absolutely no way they give this one up. Especially with the way they've been playing, it's been a near perfect nuke from them. This is a highly accredited map for TLR as well, so the fact that they're putting up a performance like this, you can only wonder if they can do the same on Ancient when it gets to that point. But we still got to run through the motions. Again, knowing that TLR are not going to have the guns to be able to fight towards outside. It's a case of occupying the space. A lot more prior activity from this round. TLR calling lobby all clear. Rifler, I mean, this... Oh, he just shot by accident. Oh, my word, he just shot by accident. This makes things very awkward here. And he's just going to get hounded. But for how long do TLR want to keep focus on him? Setting up, I think, towards Secret. Yeah, I mean... Finally really got Extinct down here. Vacancy can help out and close by, and so is Bev, to be fair. So Extinct will be the alarm bells for once they go down here, but in actuality, it is all just a ruse. This is looking like it's going to be the most important call here from Rottweilers. Instead of going down under, they're going to find themselves an empty A site. Bev and Vacancy from below. What can they really do? And the time is going to be everything here. Bev coming up. Well, not Bev, sorry. Vacancy coming up. Loses his life. They don't know about Bev, though. He's going to go for the huge double spray. And TLR looking to stay alive for one more round. These bloody pistols. I jinxed them again. I am a fraud. Unbelievable. Oh no. Is it going to be overtime? Surely not, right? Feel my voice going. Thank you for jinxing it. Hey, all good, bro. That's a crazy well to spell jinxing it, by the way. Not J-I. J-Y? Bro, not everything's jinxy related. Dyslexic? Okay, now you're making me feel bad, bro. Damn. Hey, my bad, brother, my bad. I take it back. Sounded right in my head. Yeah, it's all good, bro. Well done. I thought we'd be cut into a short break, but no. There's more CS to be played. TLR playing every round like it's their last because, well, it is. Lose this and we're moving to Ancient. Rottweilers just need to close this one out. Here the exchange of damage to both sides, Extinct and Red Star. Left tagged up, but not enough to be an effect, especially when Artist is the one to close you out as well. Artist caught out on the rotation, not expecting the player to be top main. So the captain of TLR will have to sit this round out and watch on as his team recovers their map pick. But this is a good push from Extinct. Walking up, not expecting it, is Ships. His teammates are actually coming back out to regroup with him. This could be a pretty good call. I mean, Extinct just cleared that out. Probably not going to be expecting the last 3 players to have just regrouped where you got the latest kill. If they're able to get down into secret without being spotted, I mean, look how heavily defended this A site is. Bev's the only one, and he's just on a jiggle towards lobby. 15 seconds. There's the green light. Bev looking to step ever further. This could be his round to prove what he is worth. He's going to go for the spam, try and deny the bomb, and he is going to lose his life in the process. Giraffe, 1-for-1 trade. It's going all the way around here, and it's all on Raf2. What a performance he's had here on Nuke compared to his Inferno. Working with such little HP, though. Extinct playing around the smoke. He's managed to get into this reposition, and they've not spotted him whatsoever. He thinks he's towards ramp. Now he's going to activate from the back line. Swings on in for the second, but Vacancy once again holds his nerves. 2. TLR up to double digits as well. This is going to come down to the wire, isn't it? Thankfully for Rottweilers, though, they're going to be good to buy for these last 2 rounds. If need be, so... fine tooth and nail here. Putting it all on the line here. Are both teams on the server. It's been a very entertaining match as of late. I say that, but Vacancy rocking the MP9 into this one, so losing all their players pretty much in the last one has had an after effect here for the last resort. Again, an opportunity here for Rottweilers to get it done, but that smoke dissipates at the worst time. But Red Star stays on his toes here, and oh, it's a bit of a block here. I think they're realizing that they're bumping into each other. Draft now slots himself into credit. What a quiet game he's had. One that he's hoping to alleviate into this one. The flash is perfect, but Raftu dodges it, and it's just going to end in a disarray here for TLR. They're falling at the seams. A lovely kill from Artist to keep their hopes alive here. The repositions are on point. Red Star from behind the red box, and TLR gonna lose this map of Nuke in due time. Vacancy, last bits of resistance. Okay. It's going to be more doable here. 35 seconds. 2 heavily wounded players of Rottweilers. It's going to have to be the gamble. Raftu and Red Star, where do they decide to go is the question. Do they stick to the A site? And it looks like they do. They call Vacancy's bluff here. I mean, they couldn't be in the in better post-plant positions for this. Clock ever ticking for Vacancy. Raftu gonna playing on top of Heart. Tag down to 4. Vacancy. So much he can do, but he gets that one, but not expecting Red Star playing close. TLR losing their map pick just like Rottweilers did as well. Another close scoreline, but we will be seeing all 3 maps in action today. What a map that was. And I can only imagine how good Ancient's going to be. So you guys definitely do not want to miss that one out. We're going to cut to another short break. Whew. I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Whew. All right, guys. Thank you for your patience. It all comes down to this here in the lower bracket, round number 3 of ESL Challengers. I've gone the entire distance here. TLR versus Rottweilers, battle tooth to and fro on Inferno and Nuke, and it wasn't enough to decide this game. So the score has to be settled here on Ancient. A map that is pretty good for both teams. It's, funnily enough, the Bulgarians that come out on top in the knife round, so they will get the choice side in this. So we'll be getting active now. I'll put my hands up. I'm being honest. I've got the football match, the Man United game, on my phone, and I can't help but just keep an eye on it. Like right now when I'm doing that moment of silence. Thought we're about to score there. But I'll try not to get distracted. With how close the last two maps were, I would not be surprised if that's going to be the case on this one. And you haven't already, do hit a follow. It does help out a lot. Do check out my Twitter just to stay active. I do cast for the Last Resort, and I do some I do some UK games in general as well. Just trying to, you know, put myself out there and make a name for myself. So I'm sure all these players are going to be looking to do the same. Rottweilers have decided to start out on the defense. TLR on the attacking side. With how long that break was, they're not looking to go on the brakes on this moment and this moment now. A simple B charge is going to be met by a huge amount of resistance here. The Bulgarians trying to hold on to this site. It's a bit shaky, but Ships has passed like a ship through the night, and it's not going to be for him. A moment to forget, a huge blunder. That was his moment to shine. He let them all pass. And now it's all on Harn. Back to back. Top ratings on Inferno and Ancient, or on Nuke, sorry. He's going to be trying to replicate those last two maps on this one. But you have to say, in a 4-on-1 with a smoke in your face, the only real option here is to run away and hold on to whatever Kevlar you do have. So TLR will get the opening pistol of this deciding map in some fashion. In a fashion that I didn't even realize Giraffe is on for the ace. And now that he spotted hard, he's going to find that final headshot. We finally have our first ace of this series. And it comes on the form of another pistol ace. I mean, Giraffe and pistols, they just go hand in hand. And Ships is just going to be, well, hoping to forget that blunder. Because my God, was that one to remove from your memory. Now, TLR looking to get the conversion. Rottweilers looking to get some damage done with the pistols, of course. Raftu, step up from Inferno to Nuke, was one to not be forgotten about. Looking to sound the tide here alongside Ships from CT, and it's an opener that goes the way of the Bulgarians. One will go down. TLR shouldn't have a big problem of holding on to the site, though. A couple of tags from your own team. Not going to really matter too much. That's actually peak there from Red Star. Easy could have overlooked that angle and lost his life prematurely, but all that matters to the Last Resort. They're getting another round in a row. Not as many casualties as well. They've actually tripled up here, gone into a pack. How many can Giraffe get? Of course. Did he ever have any doubt? Nice little triple spray to secure the second. It's time now to get down to business. I will say also, I did forget, we're not on HLTV. So do share the stream to the people that would be interested in watching this game. Get as many eyes on this match as possible. Definitely does deserve it. How hard the players have been playing. They deserve to be viewed by many. Well, speaking of viewing, Raftu doesn't even need to see Bev to get that kill onto him. A very nice wallbang. As these rottweilers start with this round. A man in their favor. As quickly as they moved on to B. TLR already sat in main. Looking to get on the gas pedal here. Catch Harn out, and he was not expecting to see a entourage of TLR players looking to get themselves onto this site and shifts. He was spotted. He will be taken out. Restar is caught between an island and a hard place. Molly in the smoke, and he's continuing to lose even more HP. But honestly, he should be glad he still yet lives. This Rifler manages to scavenge up that M4 as he looks to get on out. So despite getting the opener, an overstep from Harn. These TLR continue their streak 3 in a row. Rifler, you just need to get gone, bro. 2 HP. Lucky to be alive. Thankfully, the bomb radius isn't like Nuke. It's a lot more safer. And there's going to be no hunt as well, so... Terrorists win. A solid start. 3-2 on this T side. I'm sure to some people, you probably think TLR's best map is Nuke. I think maybe a couple months ago you say that, but their form on Ancient has been most impressive. You might say it's overtaken Nuke as their best map, but that's the one thing I was worried about this veto. They gave themselves a lot of wiggle room if Inferno didn't go well. They had Nuke. It was actually the role reversal. Now they got Ancient to close this one out. One that they played time and time again. And one that Artist does love to call a quick style of CS. It's with a heavy mid presence. This site has been left vacant for TLR to occupy. There's so much util being used by rottweilers to tag them out ever lower. This activation from Giraffe needs to come quick and fast. His teammates are barely hanging on to this site, but Harn, again, always in the right place at the right time. He is. Red Star constantly spamming down the smoke. He's paid dividends for it. That's going to be on the 16 and 18 HP of Artist and Bev against 4. And it's going to be a Hail Mary swing from both of them. That was only going to end in a single way. Rottweilers get their first one on the board. So they look now to build from this. Yeah, I don't know. I think SA were just fed up, weren't they? Or maybe they're just still here lurking, you never know. I started around here for Rifler. I did say, Rottweilers did have a bit of a warm-up before this official. The I believe the Slovakian side of DM on here quite comfortably. TLR though looking to offer up a bit more of a resistance than their counterparts, and a bit of an overstep here once again from Rottweilers. They're being punished for their mistakes. Rifler knows exactly where Bev is, tucked into the corner, but Giraffe has completely blown the map wide open with that kill onto ships. Bev though on a swing, on a timing, vacancy. They know the bomb is on him. And the bomb drops. They weren't able to stay alive for as long as possible. to allow Giraffe to activate on this backstab. But with the way he started this map, Giraffe is going to be feeling himself for this one. But a good reposition from Red Star. Rifler and Co just looking to step off and play off each other. Smoke down towards main. He spotted the shoulder of Red Star. A bit of attack as well. And now a spray through the smoke. Rifler looking to deny this bomb plant. It's been picked up, but this damage is so good. Oh, and they're blocking each other. Once again, they passed through. And I think Giraffe just wants to get the hell out of there and save this AK, but he's not going to be allowed to do so. He dies before time expires, luckily for him. But a huge 4K from Rifler. TLR starting off with a 3-0. I've lost the following two. And this CT side now is coming to life. This is another really quick round. Vacancy with the support of the flashes, who actually didn't really need them, gets a lovely opener. It's only one before he falls. Artis retrieves the AK from his corpse, but damage has been done. One man lost to this really bit of pressure and a bit of an rotation, you have to say. They were expecting the full B rush. All four players stacked towards his site are Rottweilers. I love this. Going for the info hunt here. Gonna call an empty B lane. Little do they know, TLR sticking to their guns here. The bomb's still yet to get past the B doors. Yeah, that does seem like a bit of a miss mark. We'll forget that ever happened, Extinct, but with how long they've been taken, you've seen Harn and Rifler get back to their post server on A. There's only two defenders here as they jump on out. Ships is going to be able to get one before he falls. Giraffe, though, going to pick off Rifler as Red Star looked away from Red just for that split second. But they're not going to be expecting him up short, and he's going to get the double. Artis trading his life, but Harn going all the way around. Artis is going to be none the wiser here as he goes into cave, doesn't spot anything. Goes for the plant again. Another tap. Expecting the player to be ramped, but Harn was quicker on that occasion. Scores now level. It almost seemed like TLR had the drop there on Rottweilers, but it wasn't to be. And now they're in a pretty good position now to take the lead for the first time in this map. This has been since the oh, actually, hold on. This is another B rush. Despite losing rounds, TLR just love keeping the pressure up on maximum. It's netted them a bomb plant. Vacancy. Looking to try and find a fight here to create a bit more space for his teammates. It's actually be Artis holding the backstab here. He's going to get smoked off though. Timing on, it's going to be everything on this. Vacancy lands a dink onto Ships. Ships, however, does find Bev. Rafty holding the flank as well. So it's going to be onto Giraffe and Vacancy. The taps from the P250, they're not going to be able to find anything, it seems, as they finally get this kit on the bomb. And look at the spam through the smoke. Can he deny the plant last second? No, he cannot deny the defuse. The Bulgarians, they look so much more confident compared to Inferno. It's a night and day, that first map, compared to the second and the third. I was going to say, this is for the first time in this lower bracket, TLR finally facing a formidable opponent that's really making them fight for it. First tech pause of Ancient. Here's some typing away. Don't know what's going on there. I mean, I've got a feel for whoever it is. I mean, this many tech pauses again. I've been like a broken record. Record players constantly repeating it, but to have this many tech issues in a best of 3 is never a nice thing for whoever it is. So sure, they keep fixing it in such a close time, but are they actually rectifying the problem fully, or are they just playing through a couple problems? But regardless, it looks like we're good enough though to get going once again. Lovely nade. Does catch Red Star on the jump up there. Ships and Red Star. This experienced duo. Suffering this early brunt, but Ships on this Mac 10. Giraffe not knowing his angles well enough. He thought he was fully out enough to get that spam. He looks quite clumsy from the other side of that smoke. Bev on an island as well. The fact he gets that double onto Rifler. What a huge kill from him to even the odds. Now Ard is looking to cause a bit of a distraction here, but Ships in the right place at the right time once again. These individual calls from Rottweiler have been absolutely outstanding. And it's going to be all on Extinct in this round. You got Bev cowering in the corner on 3 HP. With how well Extinct has been playing in recent past. Gotta put it on him, but he's accelerated past that smoke to get a sightline into ramp, which he needs to. He's going to be up against Harn on this fight, but he's not going to win the fight, which he so needed to. Puts Bev in an impossible clutch situation. And it's 5 in the row now for the Bulgarians. TLR unable to find their footing after the first 3. They're slowly fading away as this T side progresses. Should have got their PCs. Hey, we love a little cheeky ad. I don't really expect anybody to actually click the link and buy something on there though. It'd be nice, but I think, well, to be fair with how the PC market is these days, it's kind of rough out there. I will say this though, these rounds have been always in these 1v1s and 2-on-2s. Raftu again, his spams here on the B side have been perfect. Vacancy seeing no action in this round. You can almost sense the frustration on this T side, not being given the liberty that they're so used to, able to carry out what they want. Giraffe spotted by Red Star. Spam each way as it's a fight into cave. Harn stays alive for the minute as Giraffe goes for a Hail Mary there. Up against Ships, and again TLR down 2. Thing with Rottweilers is they're constantly contesting this map. Not giving TLR any space to work their magic, and to be fair, an opportunity presents itself there. Extinct getting a spam onto Harn. Does see Raftu and Rifler stick to the guns here, but the bomb is making its way out to A and Ships. I mean, he's going to be good for 1 from here, and he does so. Not expecting the double up, but it's a lovely readjustment. So clean from the experienced Bulgarian. And now Extinct can only count the seconds as the round goes once again in the way of the Bulgarians. 6 in a row. When will this nightmare end for the UK-Irish combination? Doesn't seem like any time soon. one point they've got to get something right. Well, that's definitely something right. An early Deagle headshot onto Red Star. He's silencing this round, but oh, okay. Holy shit. What a double ding from Rifler. What a swing. It's in his name for a reason, clearly. But so is Giraffe, going crazy. Looking tall towards middle. He nets himself double. But again, working with a man down constantly, RTLR. Oh, not spotting Artist. Artist caught completely off guard there, and Rifler just wins out his fights towards mid. A 3k in the round for him. And it feels like this lower bracket run from TLR here in ESL Challengers slowly fading away as each round passes. Rottweilers growing in confidence, properly feeling themselves. There's just no response on the table. TLR continuously looking to keep the pressure up, but what can you do when you're just getting double tapped through the smoke like that? Draft gives Red Star a taste of his own medicine there. With the spam that leaves him down to 15. But it looks like he's the real one putting up any sort of fight. Extinct 2 and 7. Not the start of the half he would have wanted. Vacancy really hasn't had a sniff in any of these rounds. It's either been spammed or killed through smokes like we just witnessed. Look at this from Rifler. I mean, the fact he's even having a peek into lane and not spotting anything. Such valuable info. So that his team can at least leer off over to that A site. But actually, looks like he didn't step far enough. Because he's called 2 of his teammates back. Looking to stack 3 towards B, and you look at the radar. A site in full control of the last resort. And the bomb can go down without any problem. But with it being a 4-on-4, the retake can go ahead. And Bev, though, does want to put a stop to this retake before it even happens. Looking to stay alive and be a nuisance from the backlines, which he's providing right now in front of us. A lovely triple from him. And finally, the 7-round streak has been put to a stop here. Rottweilers running rampant. But not in the face of Bev. What's going on, Prime? He came in at the right time.
Terrorists win.
Can they get this gun off Rifler? No, they can't. Will they be in the final round? You can't hate him going for that last kill, but that is an AK. And Rifler can bring into this into this final round of the half. And this is going to be a sneaky surprise. Harn and Chips opting for the double AWP. A 7-5 half would not be terrible with how things have gone for TLR. But again, they need to have the confidence to take these fights. Red Star once again. A little peek into middle. Let's get a bit of info, but it's nothing too serious. He's looking to double up with Raftu though. Artist poised on this angle though. Going into the double scope, does find a kill at the same time. Ships finds Extinct. And with how well he's been playing, it's a shame to see that he's going to be ending the half on 2 kills, but his teammates can still put in the work here. Oh, but they're setting up for util here. Rifler and Ships. Looking to cause some ruckus here towards Cave. Artist posted into Cave, but Ships is quicker. So much quicker and so much cleaner. A huge round from him. And now 35 seconds. It is all left on Bev. Smoke in the face. What a moment this could be for him. Red Star on the other side of this, though. Just going to allow him to slip on by, giving him the space to get this bomb down, but it's going to be a fake. Red Star going to take the opportunity to walk up here, and time is going to be everything on this. Bev, though, not going to be expecting it. Being the bait, Red Star swinging on in. That was his chance of getting the kill, but it doesn't happen. Hero of the round is Ships, thanks to that double up setup. TLR down 4 at the half, with it all to do here and now to stay alive in Challengers. If they want to get back into this game, they've got to start off the half strongly here. 4-man crunch to middle. Bev looking to take the initiative. Vacancy, though. He's been left severely wounded. He's luckily managed to get out of dodge there. Stay alive, Bev. That's his chance as well. Spots the info of players taking long. Can't net that headshot there, but Vacancy with the drive-by P2K. Sure, they got the damages and the kills here towards the B side, but it was all a ruse. Bomb down towards the A site. It's a conga line here as they look to make their way up. Crucially, no kit. Artist needs to net himself a kill, but he can't. They need to get on this defuse right now. Vacancy caught between two mines. That's this double setup of Harn and Ships. Can't get the round done. Draft trying to find himself an off angle. Bev needs to hold his nerve and get this kill, which he does. Another huge triple from Big Bad Bev to give TLR a sign of hope, a sign of brighter things to come. But there's still a long way to go. They're going to need a lot more than a couple Bev multi-frags to stay alive in this one. But it's a start. It's the prime buff, clearly. He's giving Bev all the help from the chat. And that's surely got to strike up a bit of confidence into the rest of the squad here. But this force could sour the mouths of TLR if they're outplayed by this. Spots the jump up though. Bev now knows there's a second player there as well. There just needs to be nothing silly here. Looks like the Bulgarians though. Not even going to have an eye on the A site. They think B is the right play. Right call of action here. TLR. Well set up. Looking to also get some extra money here, but forget the money. You got to get the round in the bag. That's a lovely Deagle headshot. And they're falling by flies here. Extinct. It's a 1-for-1 across the board here. As Ships holding onto his angle. Bev only lands the dink, and it's going to be on Artist in the clutch. Despite how the round started, it's looking to end in a bad way. Unless the seasoned IGL of TLR can do something special, but he's got no kit. And he's being wrapped around from behind. Ships has been an absolute nightmare on this map thus far. He's going to get the easiest kill of his life. Unbelievable. Somebody's got to check their PCs, bro. Not normally. They've come into a league of their own here, Rottweilers. The Bulgarians have well and truly activated. And once again, TLR succumbed to the force buy. And it seems like this purple patch might be finally coming to a close here. It can do to the impossible. You're gonna need some heavy step ups in performances, especially from this man. You know how consistent he's been as of late. Oh, a little header there from Red Star. Extinct, poking and prodding. Not able to find a thing. Staying as a pack here. How many can they get? Raftu, oh, the quick switch. Again, CS timing in a nutshell. As they look to try and run down these rifles. Red Star able to go to town, but it's the Raftu show. They make it look a bit too easy. And now, poor old Bev. It's a clean consolation, but Rifler should come out on top. And to be fair, it's a rod and spray from the both of them, but sees him stay alive on 3 HP. And Rottweilers are 3 rounds away from continuing their march in this lower bracket. TLR gonna have to save another one. The UK side has been doing so well these last couple of weeks, climbing to 124th under the VRS standings. But it seems like the good times can only last for so long before you're met with reality. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I ain't paid enough to sing on stream, bro. Okay, Bev actually gets that through the wall. I mean, 2's better than nothing, but the Bulgarians are 2 rounds away. Closing this one out, it's right here and right now for TLR. Or this is going to be a game that you're going to be regretting for the foreseeable future. But actually, one they're going to have to move on, because actually it's UKIC Grand Finals tomorrow. And that's going to be a best of 5, so I believe that's the first time they're actually playing a best of 5 over there, so that's going to be quite a fun watch. I don't know why you're singing it in the chat, bro. No one's singing with you. This is it. I mean, look at how this round started off. HP is already not looking too promising. And Artist feels inclined that he needs to go find something here. But Red Star just so vigilant, expecting the push from the Irishman. And I feel like this is a part where if they get the bomb down, you got to save. You call B or clear. Mid left wide open, and that's exactly where Rottweilers wants to be. Head spotted here, vacancy that for Mass, only able to find the dink. Draft chimes in for a kill. But he's going to have to be on this man again. He's the only one close enough to put a stop to this bomb going down. And can he get the lineup? That was presented right to him. He gets the first and the extra damage onto ships. Makes this a very doable 3-on-3. Especially with Giraffe coming in from behind. Red Star, though, is picking up on this, and he can only land the dink. What a half of CS it's been from Ships and Red Star. This duo just being an absolute pain in the ass right now for the Brits. And Extinct, oh, it's just not been the game for him. And Rottweilers are going to move up to series point. Bev needs to make sure he doesn't go down to this bomb.
Terrorists win.
She doesn't, but 7 rounds in a row is what the last resort need to even take it to overtime, not even to win the game. Yeah, and Rottweilers are going to be sitting comfortably. Looking to do the reverse sweep here in the series. We've had a lot of great moments from the likes of Harn. Ships and Red Star having their moments here on Ancient. Likes of Vacancy not ever really been given the chance to show his mettle here. Maybe that's a bit of fortune that he needs. Well executed timing there through the smoke. Sees himself net a kill. And what the hell is Ships doing here? He thinks he's got a timing, but Artist on the backstab. TLR staying alive for the moment. Bev, though, not looking at the player towards heaven. Does get the bomb down, and well, looks like it's another round that they live through. Unless Rifler clutch out this 1-on-4, but swings into the double. The double hold, and well, you're halfway there. It's a long road back. It's doable. It's been done before. But Rottweilers have rarely put a foot wrong. Pretty standard start to this round. No early fights. No early commitment from either side. TLR just hunkering up on the sides. Finally looking to make a move here. Rotation into red as Rottweilers are just making their way out. Going at the Giraffe. The flash lands and it bounces off him, so that activates the spray through the smoke. Artist going huge though with his AK. He can do it with both the AWP and the rifle. And that's the lifeline given for his teammates. At the same time, Red Star is looking to creep his way up, just waiting for Rifler to group up with him. Smokes go down. Vacancy just lies in wait, biding his time. Waiting for his time to strike. That tap is going to be his first little moment. Going to spot the planner, which he does so with ease. An easy spray. With no time on the table. All Red Star can do is run away and hide. One round at a time, TLR clawing their way back. Again, still seems impossible. Even when the money like this for Rottweilers doesn't look too clean. One error. And it's over. Time to procrastinate though. It's another tech pause. We've been live for how long? 3 hours, 10 minutes. Oh. I've been live since 6 o'clock, so to all you guys, I do appreciate it. Thanks for the follows, even the little cheeky Prime subscription from earlier. This is my first time doing challengers. It's good to see the amount of people staying tuned, especially when it's Blast Rotterdam at the moment. S tier. Oh, you're glazing too hard now, bro. You gotta be nonchalant. Do appreciate it, though. I mean, listen. I mean, I've not kept my TLR allegiances hidden. I am their caster, but and if they fall out of the tournament, it probably means me not streaming the rest of challengers. But if that's something that you potentially would like to see, any games in the rest of this European category, do let me know. I'll see if I can provide that to you guys. Just watched Rotterdam during the breaks. Yeah, that's fair. I've not been watching much Pro CS as of late, to be fair. I do need to get back into watching the likes of 9Z play. I respect it. We need a lot more people just with eyes on the Tier 2 British scene. Or I guess this is Tier 1 UK, where we're watching right now. This is the best UK team, without a doubt. The more eyes watching, it's always a plus. But this A-side hit could be it. That flash is going to be well timed. Artist just needs to get the hell out of there. Needs to stay alive. Bev needs to go with a huge multi-frag. He's done his job. He's gotten himself two. Bomb will be planted. It's now up to the remaining four to get the job done. But Red Star, once again, he smells a weakness. He wants to get going on this backstab. Lovely shot from Ships, though. This could be it. Vacancy, though, clearing his corner, losing the fight to the P250. Artist having to switch to the CZ. Gets a huge double of his own. But Red Star coming in from Red Room. Are they going to be expecting this, though? Smoke going down onto the bomb. Sticking the defuse. Red Star missing the whiff. He's going to have to find the diffuser, which he doesn't. TLR moving within 4 rounds. Whew. Oi, 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 oi. It's a nail biter, this one. I wish I had nails, because I don't. I've already bitten through all of them. Still, it lingers in your mind. Can they even do this? He's not left himself with a lot of room to work with. Again, one mistake, and you're donezo. That changes the way you play ever so slightly. Might be less inclined to go for something. Looks like it doesn't affect TLR whatsoever. B lane secured early. That locks Rottweilers out for the time being. But they've got what they need if they want to fight their way through, but they've already given up that space. As quickly as they took it, they've given it up. Rottweilers come their way through, and they're actually going to keep up the pace here. Giraffe swinging on in. The flashes are beautiful for him and Extinct to light the kill feed in the name of TLR. "45-second Ships once again looking to be influential, but he's got to pass the test of Artist Soap. Meanwhile, Raf2 marching his way up. Ooh, I think he spotted the leg of Giraffe, but it was actually Vacancy saving his life almost. When Bev, he could be caught out here. He is indeed, even though he was eyeing up Red Room. Artist missing a shot. They got the numbers though. But Ships is quicker. That's his 22nd kill. That's his 23rd. They're all falling like flies. Ships looking to be something special in this round. But my goodness me. He's really rolling back the years on that one. Just shows a single mistake. And Rottweilers are there to capitalize on it. Thank God they had the numbers advantage. No kidding, Ships. You get yourself that hero AK. When you're hitting shots like that, you're allowed to do what you want. Oh, and they smell weakness here on this B site. It's a TLR special. It's a B rush where Extinct needs to go huge. Stuck in trap towards long. He can only get one. A fully blind Tech 9 silences him. And oh no, not like this. The Tech 9s are proving to be the difference maker here. And Artist needs to be careful. They've already taken up vacancy towards long, but Giraffe from behind looking to be the hero once again for TLR. But where is Raftu? Ooh, tapping away. Gets the dink, but not the kill. It's a mixture of emotions, but TLR are on fire. 5 rounds in a row. Ooh, I would hate to be playing on the server now. I'd be a bit too nervous. Bulgarians are getting ever so close. But it's by a whisker's length that they're not able to close out this game. You know what? This is so much better than watching Man United play. They're still 0-0. Oh no. Did I speak too soon? Artist going for the aggressive A main peak, but just at the same time, they just went for the A rush. Rottweilers. This could be it. Bev trapped out of his own bomb site. Extinct looking to be the hero, but Bev has also lost his life. This could be it. A 5-on-3. TLR. This could be wraps for them, especially with Ships once again activating from behind. It's all on Giraffe, the 1 versus 5. And the dream is over here. The Bulgarians come out on top in this series. Ships ending it with 26 kills. And the UK dream is over here in Challengers. It is a sad day here. You can see the imaginary tear just fall across my face. That is it. But we got to see all 3 maps, 13-9, 13-10, and another 13-10. And my goodness me, I'm going to go kick up my legs and have a dinner because I'm absolutely starving. But once again, despite the sad result for the UK crowd, it's been a pleasure to be streaming challenges for you guys. Once again, do follow my Twitter, bottom left, at ShinTV. Follow the stream as well. Keep in touch. We are going to be streaming more CS. Just all around, or if you wanted to see what shenanigans I get up to, feel free. But from me, I'm going to throw in the towel and call it there. So it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys in the next one.